Hey world builders, welcome back to Build Together. This is day 297. Today's prompt is, does your world have homebrew races? What are they like? Now, I have basically only homebrew races in all of my settings, and so for Shelush, I picked one to actually flesh out because I hadn't given it a proper document, and that is the Nimble-of-the-sky people. Now, in general, the Nimble-of-the-sky people live on the most interesting landmass, a continent that was lifted up almost 30,000 feet in the air by sort of like the oldest Nimble One's last wish. This person who felt deeply about the powers, as they are called on Shelush, and that they were important and should be maintained and kept in sort of close proximity to his people. And so he lifted this up into the air, and they were sort of segregated almost from the rest of the world until some other things kind of happened. Interestingly, this continent has sort of split down the middle by a mountain range, and likewise, the people of the Nimble-of-the-sky race are also split down the middle ideologically, but not actually opposed to one another. So on one side, you have sort of these large plains of blue crystal grass and this beautiful spine tree where occasionally it will sprout up, and this is where the wings of blinding glint reside. These people are forward thinkers. They are envelopers of technology. They love the idea of pushing forward and pushing themselves forward as a group and as an ethnic, culture via the avenues of technology and advancement. Then over the mountain range on the other side, where the low reds and the blade singer grass and the long frond ferns and the mother trees reside, you have the whole and sacred ones. These people are much more close to the land and the nature around them, and they commune in rites, in rituals, and traditions to continue the ways of the oldest Nimble One and maintain their connection to the powers. Now, despite how opposed the ideologies are, they meet together in the invisible wall, which is a place that I've talked about actually already, because they love the idea of pushing one's growth forward via the mind. In fact, swapping from one side to the other in how you see the world is not a shameful act at all. It is sort of considered something that will eventually happen to most people, because if that's not happening, it's likely that you are being bogged down in the headspace of one side and have not actually given things a proper look. In terms of their biology and appearance, the Nimble-of-the-sky are kind of like walking dragonfly people with some modifications. They have 6 very large, flat, clear wings, similar to the wings of something like a dragonfly, and they have these sort of double-jointed legs, a multi-segmented body that curls just a little bit up at the end, and one large compound eye. Does your world have homebrew races? What are they like? Thanks for building together.